You are a jar of vinegar-soaked pickles. I was meant to only have one of you. I had 3. I left some marks of oil on my shirt, and now I don't know what to do. Baby dolls, welcoming you back to crypto's juiciest news. A $94,000 Bitcoin price, but this is a very naughty chart. Let's put it on the daily chart so we can get a bit of perspective. This is where we are right now. And we understand that we are trading dopamine in our brain. So the dopamine has been cut off. That's why everyone feels a bit poopy right now. Could we come back down and revisit this low $80,000 number? Yeah, but like you can't control it anyway. I mean, who the hell cares? We know altcoins are cheap. We know everything is cheap. If you have anything left, friends, you can do what you want. Personally, I would be throwing the rest of it in. If you got any Christmas money or whatever, I would be throwing the rest of it in and I'll just play for 2025. Maybe if you go up a 4x, get back your initial. And look, this is just me, friends, because I'm a nutcase, okay? I'm a nutcase. I'm literally wearing a bull hat. No! I'm wearing a bull hat on the internet. I would get a credit card loan, okay? That's what I'll do, okay? Call me crazy. I don't care. I would get a credit card loan. I know you're paying 20% for the year, and I would sell at the end of next year. That's what I would do. Or if you go up like a 3x, sell a third, pay your credit card off, and then just hold the rest for the end of next year. That's personally what I would do. But that's me, because I'm here 18 hours a day, and we're moving into 2025. Everything has been repeating for the 4-year cycle. So far, nothing's actually deviated, which is kind of weird, right? It's kind of beautiful to see. Check out the PulseChain to SOL ratio, man. We almost flipped green. And then we have the corrupt man titties Interpol piece of trash, bug eater, bug worshipping scum who did the Interpol FUD on Richard Hart kind of stop us in our tracks. But hey, I guess we'll see what happens in the next few months. Because look what, friends, let me just show you. Look what happened on PulseChain when January ticked over this year. Look what it did. It literally in 2 weeks, literally 14 days, versus soy, this is Pulse versus Sol ratio. It did a 175% thrash up. Like if you were to do such a move again, what's what 175%? It would be up here. Now here's the thing. If we moved up here, if you have gotten rid of your bags down there, you can only buy back about, oh my gosh, you will have 70% less of the quantity of your bags. Okay, that's how fast this thing can flash up. But no one's going to believe it until it actually happens. And until then, we will be waiting patiently. And I hope you have been enjoying your break. This is the weekly chart of Bitcoin. Can we go back down and then like kind of grind sideways as this moving average catches up? Of course we can. This is a weekly chart. Nothing else much for us to do except wait it out. Yes, 4-year cycle, man. That's what happens. In the 4-year cycle, we just kick off January with a bang. Then there's like some big correction part. You know, I guess people are expecting an inauguration dump of sorts. And then we'll take it from there. Our North Star, our guiding star is the others BTC ratio, the ratio of altcoins to Bitcoin. That is it. Look, expect the unexpected. Can weird stuff happen next year? Yeah, kind of, but not really weird. The ratios match up, but it's just like your USD price guessing, they don't match up. That's it. Okay, so like for example, like everyone's expecting Bitcoin hit 250k, 300k. Okay, what if it kind of stalls at around 110? What if Bitcoin goes from 110 to 150, altcoins go up, and then Bitcoin goes back down to 100k, but altcoins are still up like 3x higher, or something big? That would be, by the way, others BTC. It could be like something like here. You see, can that happen? Yeah, sure, it can happen. No one expects it though. That'll be probably the final launch pad to let you know that alt season wave number 2 is going to be big. Going through the news, friends. I've given a blue emoji to Bitcoin because like it's basically we're moving into the new year now. Couple of days, like as soon as January started ticking over for 2024, things just started just ratcheting up. Okay, Ethereum, you do not deserve anything except a poopy emoji out here. Ethereum's like, what a letdown, bro. Remember, friends, remember when I was talking about Ethereum, we thought, well, if Bitcoin is 100k, Ethereum should be 5k. Well, sadly, Ethereum is closer to 3. Ouch. You know, so yeah, pretty much the market says that's if it's Bitcoin's base money. That's how the market's pretty much agreed to it. Bitcoin's base money and everything else is an altcoin of sorts. Now, can they go up against it over time, up against Bitcoin? Of course they can. But for now, that's pretty much what the market's decided. Now, this is the Bitcoin dominance chart. Obviously, still very, very long-term bearish on this. Everyone is still waiting for some sort of resolution for here. Hey, is it possible alt season wave number 1 does this, and that's alt season wave number 2 for us? Is it possible like alt season wave number 1 does that, and then everyone thinks it's screwed, and then we have alt season wave? Yeah, it's always possible. Thing is though, you can't control it. You don't know what's going on in terms of like the next 1 or 2 or 3 months, ever. That's why we have to look for some exotic top signals. You know, one of the exotic top signals I have is when US Congress finally bans themselves from owning stocks. So we'll see what happens there. Now, in recent news, friends, so MEXC, your product manager, look, I'm just telling you, you delisted the wrong community. Why? MEXC have listed PulseChain, delisted PulseChain. So I thought, you know what, MEXC, you guys must have a very strict filter list. You know, you must look at only list coins with like amazing polish and shine. MEXC exchange, okay, if you're listening out there, this is the worst thing you could have done is delist PulseChain, because now your friend Sommi, who's made over 4,200 videos, now he, aka me, I had a look at the tokens you've actually listed still on. And now everyone's going to see it. I made this post here. Look, so they're basically, friends, MEXC, they took $150,000 of the community's money, and now they delisted it already. Now, honestly, I don't really care about the delisting. What actually pissed me off was the trading view. The chart gets delisted there because it grabs their API data. But look what they still list. They still list Terra Luna. So MEXC, you delisted literally Terra Luna, the coin that was backing the unbacked stablecoin that was literally the poster child for the 2022 bear market, down 99.99%. You still list that, and you think, oh, okay, so I mean, that's a bit unfair. You know what I mean? Like, because they've been around a lot, or for whatever reason. Maybe they're biased. I don't know. Maybe they got bags they want to actually exit in that. Okay, sweet. Well, okay, MEXC, explain for me why you still list Trump 404, down 73% since you started listing it. Look at this. It's a poop coin. 400. Look at this. It's just terrible. Look at this. 2 million market cap, trading volume, $160. You guys list coins with $160 volume, okay? But literally me manually clicking, pay me more, I can do more volume for you like that every 15 minutes of the day. Look at this. You think it stops there? No. Mixing. What's mixing? Mixing is down since 2018, friends. So the coin's still down 90% since 2018, 7 years. Yes, it's literally 7 years of trading because you include the 2024, right? So you're down 90% after 7 years, and you did $6,900 of volume today for the whole crypto industry. You've only done $2,000 of volume on MEXC. Come on, bro. What the hell are you talking about? Look at this. The market cap is 159 million. How? FDV. Look at who owns most of the coins. That's what, just to let you know, these tokens, when they get listed, then the founders, they use it as like passive income. You know, there's like maybe the guys just like, even if they're just getting like $1,000 a week, right? Or $200 a day, like the founders and the team, they'll dump there. Because if I'm second or third world countries, maybe it's a lot of money to them. You see? So a lot of all these rugs and scams do that. By the way, MEXC doesn't stop there. You guys still have listed Auto Farm. You are down 98%. You do $20,000 of volume, which is fake because you have 900K market cap. We know it's just you did some arbitraging bot thing, which there's no way this thing does 20 grand of volume. But yeah, that's funny. 900K market cap, friends. Like we have PulseChain meme coins way bigger than that. PulseChain meme coins, friends. You know what I mean? Like the coin, the chain that you just delisted has meme coins that get bigger size than that. So like peak is 4 or 5 million, for example. You know, 9 inch is 5 to 6 million, and they're all so cheap. So it's like just give you an example of the. And by the way, I just ran out of time here. I ran out of time on a post. You know me. I literally I grabbed these in literally 5 seconds. I went through bang, I go this. I remember this. I remember just these random annoying names out here. So yeah, I don't know really what to say. It's like just it's very unprofessional on your behalf. Very unprofessional. And look, I'm just being honest, MEXC, just to be honest, if I was running an exchange, I would fire my product manager. I would. You did no research, bro. We literally have 250,000 people who have survived the OKEX delisting. And OKEX marked the bottom. Okay, so 250,000 people growing. Like when Richard Hart first made Hex, it was 5,000 people. Now it's 250,000 people. Like, You know, I don't know what to say. I mean, like, it's just a very, don't worry about us. PulseChain community is going to be fine. Worry about yourself, okay? So I'm just trying to help. Like, you did a very, very, very wrong move. Like, literally the worst hornet's nest you could throw away here, because these bees make sweet, sweet honey. Yeah, so I just want to show you, baby dolls. Let's play some Cranky G music, though. All right, because the last time we got delisted, right here. How about that? Literally, OKEx delisted PulseChain on the day. Literally on the day. The daily candle, they were delisted. Not a day before. Can you believe that? Literally on the day. If you bought on the delisting, you bought the low of PulseChain. That's wild, right? That's actually wild. It did a 520% rally, so 6x on your money. Straight line. That's wild, yeah. So, does that mean MEXC is a delisting bullish signal? Maybe. Maybe. I believe you are getting mogged if you think this community's not going away, man. Like, I don't know what else to tell. And yeah, friends, I know you're frustrated about the PulseChain sacrifice price and everything. Yeah. Welcome to literally everyone else out here. Not a single person thought that, you know, Richard Hart, with all the, like, his confidence and ego and stuff, would let the prices go down this much for this bad. Okay, I guess you got thought wrong. You've learned something. If he does a wallet sacrifice, think about it. How much would you put in? Would you put in anything at all? I know you say that now, by the way, but, like, yeah, if your bags are up, friends, everyone says, oh, I'll never touch a wallet sacrifice. Look how bad it went. If we're up 25x from today, you're going to throw in a lot of money. I know everyone is. It's emotions, man. It's literally emotions. Because, friends, I noticed, if you remember this, maybe you remember, okay, actually, but most of you probably don't, okay. The literal, friends, I remember on the exact, this period, this was, let's go to the weekly candle for PulseChain. You see this weekly candle, the thrust up, this was in January 2024 of this year, literally January, second week of January. See that after this green candle, just one green candle, as soon as that happened, many PulseChain KOLs came out saying, I'm sorry, Richard, I apologize. Yes, for doubting you and stuff. I'm not joking. Multiple people. I remember even Corey Spaghetti Meatballs wrote, hey, I really want to apologize to the community. You know, I just wasn't in the right state of mind. I believe in Richard Hart. And that was literally as soon as this weekly candle happened. One weekly candle. I couldn't believe it. Literally 5-6 months of criticism got one green week. One, friends. Not like, oh, it takes 6 months for them to check. No, literally, I'm not joking. 6 months flipped on one green weekly. That's all that happened. And by the way, it didn't even sell. No one sold. No one sold. So it's kind of funny. You just, if the green candle goes up, it's a psychological wealth effect. You're like, oh, I don't want to sell, but I could theoretically sell. That's actually what people want, friends. That's called the psychological wealth effect. So, like, people don't actually want to buy 15 cars. Most people don't want to actually buy a Ferrari. They just want enough money where they could think about, oh, I could walk into the Ferrari store and I could get one if I wanted to. That's what they actually want. They want that feeling. Or they'd be like, hey, I don't actually have to work anymore, you know? Like, I could just, like, live off the yield. That people want that feeling. They get that because you're in control now. You're in control of your destiny. It's like you choosing stuff, you know? So that's what actually people want, which is kind of funny. And yeah, that's represented by the candles on the chart. Now, I'll speak more about MEXC delisting and stuff later on. But yeah, like, if you want to know, look, this is the PulseChain price chart. It is possible, friends, that we come back down and we fill in the wick. Maybe Bitcoin goes down. This fills in the wick, whatever. Like, at this point, everyone's apathetic anyway. Everyone's numb. Like, the amount of FUD has been, like, way too aggressive. I don't believe in entitlement of anything, but the PulseChain community is entitled to a 50x now. I'm not joking. You are entitled to one. Not you should get one. No, you're actually entitled to one. Now, it could stay there for 15 minutes of the day. I don't care. It has to do that. It just has to. After everything they've gone through. Like, bro, every single thing that could have went against us. Everything. And everything that could have went right for the crypto industry macro has gone for us. Everything. Donald Trump, matrix dodging, you know me, friends, a flying crucifix came. All these other strange phenomena coming out here. We got UFO Congress meetings. Yeah, Bitcoin ETF, Ethereum ETF, all these things are having. Michael Saylor's literally putting FOMO, friends. Can you believe it? Like, we're bagging out Microsoft, call them small willies, a small willy board and stuff out here. So everything in the world is just basically, it's telling us next year is going to be the biggest year of our lives. Now, I want to show you some interesting information, friends. So if Ethereum repeats January to April of 2017, it lands at 11,800. So I know everybody's out here. They love the Ethereum stock price. The Ethereum stock price, friends. So this is the Q1, the first 4 months return of last two bull markets, 2021 and 2017. Okay, so what I did is I computed them. So if you repeated last cycle, you get $11,800 ETH. If you repeated the cycle before 2021, you get $22,000, which you're obviously not going to get that because that was Ethereum's first cycle. Now, if you go and check out the Ethereum stock price, here's the Ethereum stock. When we look at that, obviously, friends, why am I saying Ethereum stock? Just to catch everyone up. So YouTube recommend me like titles. They have like this, it's called like inspiration. Now, I don't need any inspiration for anything else. I get it from the heart. But I click around, I'm like, oh, and it shows you what everybody in crypto is searching. And one of the most searched terms is Ethereum stock price prediction. So they call the Ethereum stock, which is I laugh so much. I just found this like in the sea of most searched terms. So now I just keep calling it Ethereum stock. So that's the meme going for the Ethereum stock because they got no idea what it is. But it's kind of funny. Like they search for last chance to buy crypto, and they're also searching for best altcoin community to buy right now. It's really, really simple. Like you look at it and it looks like just a second grader who can't even string sentences together. It's kind of funny. So I'm gonna try for testing some of these titles. They make me laugh, friends. Like best altcoin community analysis. Like it's kind of hilarious. Now this is the Ethereum price out here. It's 3,300. So if we got to 11,000, isn't that funny? The second fib 11,300 is right here. Wow, that'd be nice. Wow, you're probably thinking, hey, Sommi, can we get there by the end of April? Oh, and this is pretty much what happens. But yeah, but that's the top. And then you're still euphoric, but then it's actually over. You see what I mean? So it's the ascension part. That's it. Yes, we can get there in 4 months. Will we get there in 4 months though? Because it's third cycle curse. Is it possible we only get to 7,300? Sure. The way I see it though, if Ethereum has cleared its all-time high, we're in friendship zone mode for everything else. We've really mogged all the non-believers by that point. There's a lot of lollipops that we'd be licking. That's the type of stuff we'll be doing pretty much next year. We'll be waiting this whole moment out here for you. So in a nutshell, friends, it's so simple when you think about it like this. Bitcoin goes up for 3 years and then down for 1. So 3 years, okay, goes up, 1, 2, 3, down 1, okay. Altcoins are the inverse, okay. They go down for 3 years, you know, as we've seen this year and last year, right, while Bitcoin was going up. But then next year, they go up. Now, that's been every single cycle before. Are you going to bet on that going on forever? Well, until we get some sort of resolution to this 4-year government debt cycle, it's going to repeat again. It's going to repeat again. But don't worry about that. Worry about that next year. Okay. Also, this, friends, US Congressman Ro Khanna calls to ban Congress from trading stocks. So as you can see, this is one of my Sommi's exotic top signals. So I'll just bring it up here for you. So wow, I actually have some of this is my July post here.
I've heard this for years. And now we're being told, oh, this was drafted hastily. That's just simply false.
So this is like stock guys talking about it, friends. Remember, my if you go to click on latest, see Sommi exotic top here, you'll find Sommi's exotic top signal list. So I'll be posting this all year. I don't know why, man. It just came from me from the universe. But there's some stuff here. Friends, by the way, just let you know, they're all watching me, friends. Every big KOL you can think of, okay, they're watching me, okay, because I listen carefully. I'm like, bro, you weren't using that word before, okay? I've been watching you for 4 years. You've never used that word before. I know who gave you that word. It was me. I know you're watching me, but I know you can't talk about my stuff to your retarded audience because you need them for income at this point. They are your passive income. You are effectively yield farming multiple hundreds of thousands of retards. I don't know what else to say. Just pump fund JPEG retards who, for whatever reason, you don't want to lift them up. Instead, you want to keep them down on the floor. You're doing the very same thing that the government does to us, except now you rely on them for income. Just like the government relies on us for income and the government relies on us for power and control, you're doing the exact same thing out here. It's a microcosm for it. But at least, maybe, just maybe one day, your audience will catch wind of what's going on here. Unfortunately, I know how this works out, friends. So you and I will be licking lollipops next year. But when's everyone going to come in at the top? That's it. They're going to come in at the top. I know it's going to happen. Friends, I already see it. Someone's just going to make me on one of those YouTube channel review things. Okay. I'll be watching it. I'm like, oh, wait. We're already like 15x on side. I'm like, oh, crap. What do I do now? All these new people are coming in. Oh, okay. Well, sink or swim, man. You will. Here's the thing, friends. I've already trained myself to tell everybody, look, you can retire, but if you join crypto and make big moves in 2025, you must retire in 2 cycles. Okay? You're going to have to retire in 5 to 8 years. Hey, if you don't want to take it, okay, go check the stock market. It takes you 30 years, by the way. This is my exotic top signal list. One of them, US Congress self-bans from stocks. So when they finally voted in. Look at the other ones, right? Got Ty Lopez, Jim Cramer, Coinbase App Store #1 ranking. A meme coin hits 100 billion market cap. A project raises $1 billion for an ICO or an IDO launch. Remember, PulseChain, actually PulseChain hit 600 million. It still wasn't the top. Okay, PulseX hit 1.1 billion. It was over. So as well, when PulseX raised the 1.1 billion, also you have, I think it was one of the Paradigm funds, they raised about 1.4 billion as well. And it was December, literally December of 2021. Now, it was already over by that point. You were down, like, I think 55 to 60% from the top. But this is what I want you to understand, friends. I will train you next year to see that being down, you're not down 50%. You're just down a 2x. Okay, how easy is it to make a 2x? You go, oh, it's easy. I just got to buy Bitcoin towards the bottom in a bear market. Yes, exactly, friends. So being down 50%, it's not down 50%, it's down 2x. You're only down a 2x off that top, okay? You can make a 2x anywhere. See what I mean? That's how you have to train your brain. When you see down 50%, it's psychologically, it's like, man, I'm down 50 freaking, but that's what it feels like. It's like, oh, so if you had a million top tick, but you're waiting for the end, and maybe you realize it's over and you still have 500K, okay? You're not down $500,000. You're not down 50%, okay? You are just a 2x away from your top. That's it. That's another way, okay? You're not even down. You're just a 2x away from your top. Because if you train yourself like that, you increase the probability that you're going to win. It's kind of like, okay, let's say you're a little rugby guy, and then the coach is trying to psych you up, saying, hey, that big guy, trust me, he's hard to get down. But once you get him down, he falls really, really, really hard. He gets embarrassed. They get shocked. You see what I mean? Like, you're trying to psych yourself up. But it's kind of funny, friends. You really are. You're dealing with a market here. You're not actually dealing with humans. Okay, you're dealing with, it's a beast. Mr. Market. I don't know, Warren Buffett says, like, Mr. Market comes in here. Here's a Wall Street guy. Hey, would you like to buy? I say, no. He really is a beast. You got to know yourself. Okay. Some people have demons inside themselves. They need more hand holding. That's okay. Okay, we can do our best to navigate these without always knowing exactly what comes around the corner. But at least you're preparing. At least you're thinking in that way. So if you're not thinking like that, you're like, oh, just go around and click around. No. This is, do you want to go through another 4 years of going down, by the way? So the stakes are high. Also news today, friends. Terra Luna founder Dildo Kwon, he is to be extradited to the US of A. So Dildo Kwon, friends, remember that's Terra Luna. We were speaking about it before. Terra Luna still listed on MEXC, like absolutely no problem. So what did Kwon do? Well, I know it's controversial, but look, everyone's guilty somewhere, friends. Like, oh, you sent an email and then you were confident that this thing would work to some guy and like it give him the wrong impression. Like, I personally, I know it's controversial. I don't think he's guilty. Now, can they find guilty stuff on anyone? Friends, like yesterday, I sat down at the kitchen table. The chairs there don't squeak. So if any of you had recorded that and blasted out, my reputation's finished, okay? I'm right now on a squeaky chair. But sometimes I do indulge in chairs that don't squeak. So, and sometimes, friends, I've got to bend over and it's physically impossible for me to do maybe a lifting activity without actually leaving the postured position of my back. You see what I mean? So, friends, I am a sinful man in that way. Well, it comes to everybody else out here. Oh, you said may instead of must. You said must instead of may. Guilty. It's just lawyer talk. So, I don't think Dildo Kwon, I'll show you him right now. I don't think Dildo Kwon's guilty. However, Dildo Kwon, unfortunately, friends, because look, his biggest actual sin was the $1 claim. Just to let you know, okay? your coin goes down, whatever, bro. It's speculation, it's markets. Everything goes down, you know? Okay, we got bit connected. That wasn't actually that wasn't the real crime. You know, the US government, their high priority arrest you filter is if your website claims you have a product which is like a US dollar high yield account. If you write it's dollar denominated, finished. I'm not joking, finished. I remember researching some guy in 2022. They did it. They got fined like that. $22 million operation shut down. They got fined like 18 million or something ridiculous straight away. I'm not joking. Like it was fast tracked within 6 months between arrest and fine everything. Yeah, that's how aggressive it is. Like, doesn't matter what country you're in, they'll come for you. Okay, so going after the US dollar and claiming you are like, if you mess with that, that's also why, friends. Everyone out here who's been begging for a pagan, okay? If you're out here begging for a pagan, you got to be careful with this. That's it. You got to be careful about. See, there's no claim with pDAI. Like, it's a community. Yeah, you mean like everybody who's long and wants it to work. That's different to like a structured website saying, I have released this and minted out of thin air myself. Come and participate. So that's the difference here. So just so you know in the future, the fastest way to go to jail in crypto is to claim you have US dollar sanctity. Okay, that is, I've seen it so many times. I put the pieces of the puzzle together. So I looked, obviously the government doesn't say, hey, you can scam any way you want, just don't scam the US dollar. They don't say that, but like I've noticed, okay? And also you'll see Kwon, yeah, his biggest crime, his biggest sin was when he came out and said, we got the dollar now. This is our dollar and stuff. Like, that's just cheering that. Why? Because you're messing with the product market fit of the US dollar. Because people want the US dollar, he's created another funnel here. Yes, they're like, oh, because it was meant to be the savings account. Okay, once you start calling yourself savings, oh, but buddy, it's over. Because the US government have bonds, yeah, and they give out savings income for other people, just minting the inflation. It's absolutely dog shit. Okay, it's the biggest scam ever. However, the government, they allow anybody to say, oh, go buy government bonds. Anybody in the world's allowed to say that. They call it like a security and a commodity. It's funny. US government calls their own bonds as a commodity, by the way. Yeah, so you're allowed to say that because you're buying the government bond, because that's how they spend every year, okay? They mint the bonds out of thin air. That's obviously Janet Yellen, and they go spend the bonds, and everybody's obviously paying them for it. But if you try to claim you're in that same sphere, game over. Literally game over. They come for you. Now, I just want to remind you as well, with pDAI, friends, there's nothing wrong with pDAI or anything, but like, you can just see how Richard knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He's not going the route of, hey, savings deposit. By the way, you're probably also wondering, remember when Richard Hart spoke about the savings thing for Hex, is very, very clear, denominated in Hex, okay? He was very clear about that, okay? It's like triple audited for words here. Denominated in the token, okay? That's what it is. Just like Bitcoin's inflation. You know, Bitcoin maxis, if they all started cheering and saying, oh, we're, I better not say it just in case. But yeah, if they started cheering about the Bitcoin yield being better than US dollar and stuff, US government, they got a big problem with that. Of course, you would too. Now, you know who doesn't have a problem? Charles Hoskinson. Here is Charles out here.
Hey, whenever you're ready.
What is this? Oh my God.
Nice set. Do it again. Push yourself.
Oh my God. That looks like a sex move, by the way. What's he doing? Oh man. I have Friends, the stuff in the world I look at, I'm like, they have to be joking. I'm like, nah, I've seen enough stuff in the world. That's friends. If they put a camera on me, and I'm like, okay, that's exactly. If anyone who knows me in real life, they go, oh yeah, that's exactly what Sommi would be doing on a camera. So of course, friends, this is not Charles. Just to let you know, because there's a lot of new people coming in. I have to explain the jokes now. Okay, there's a lot of insider stuff here. We have to explain the jokes. Yes, that many new people are going to come in next year. This is not Charles Hoskinson. That's the Corridanzo founder. but it looks exactly like him. And Corridanzo, why not always talk about Corridanzo, which is ADA? Okay, we call it Corridanzo because that's what Jim Cramer accidentally called it once. So Corridanzo, friends, has low adoption. It's still 31 billion market cap. Now, what I mean by low adoption? Well, it's not EVM. It's not connected to Ethereum. Doesn't have Solana stuff and it's slow transactions. It's more of like a nerd chain, really nerd chain. But the Cardano army, they're like the black sheep of crypto, but they're like part of the furniture now. So like, that's why I'm just helping you to stay inspired, man. If Cardano can be 30 billion market cap today, we haven't even started the bull market, by the way. PulseChain is like under $1 billion. You know, so why can't PulseChain be 30 billion? Maybe Cardano does a 3x from here. So it gets like 100 billion, which is what it peaked at in 2021. Yeah, why can't PulseChain hit 30 billion? Of course it can. So PulseChain does 30 billion, man. That means the altcoins crack up 50 to 200x. There you go. Your pDAI looked after. Everything gets looked after. Your Pika, your altcoins, your Tangangs, teddy bears, everything just basically smashes up. Every ecosystem out here, 9-inch, just everyone wins in that regard. That's why you all need it to come down to the sphere. Speaking of Tangang and stuff as well, friends, so people have been posting like this charts. I know what happens, friends, because Tangang were very vocal and they were very we're doing things the right way. But yeah, it's kind of funny, man. Friends, Tangang were a microcosm, mirror fractal of Richard Hart's confidence of their prices. Because Richard really believed, oh, we got staking, we got this community, we've done things the right way. Still dropped 99%. Okay, Tangang have, hey, we're doing liquidity providing. We have like a never sell attitude, providing liquidity. We're teaching everybody how to do that. Didn't matter. This thing is down 78% against PLS. Okay, so as you get to see, look, every single coin, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter you have lockups. It doesn't matter who backs you. You can drop 99%. You can drop 99%. You will definitely drop 70, 80, or 90%. You'll definitely drop that, and you can drop 99. I don't care if your name is Bitcoin either. Anything can drop that much, okay? So never forget that. So you must plan for a world of this. That's why, you know, Warren Buffett, friends, I always obviously look for him for wisdom. In stock market, he says, own a company with a product or service so good that even an idiot monkey can run the company as a CEO. Okay, look for stuff like that, right? And because he says chances are one day an idiot will run it. Okay. So what I am saying, I know a lot of you love these because I bring these sayings and I apply them to crypto. Okay, so in crypto, my interpretation is, okay, own a coin with a community who believes so much such that even a 90% drop keeps them there. Because, you know, chances are one day you will get a 90% drop. You will. Like, let me tell you another thing, friends. It's not to scare you, it's just prepare. Everyone in crypto believes in this myth that Bitcoin, the amount it drops in each cycle is getting smaller. Yeah, so it dropped 77% in last cycle. Before that was 85. Before that was 93 and 85. Okay, so what if it stops at like 68 and everyone thinks it's like, that's it, that's the end this time. But then it has another capitulation like 3 months later and it drops and now it's down 80% from the top. So it's actually like technically more than last. You know what I mean? So like people are going to exit, but you know, Bitcoin community, they're still going to be there. Like chances are they're still going to be there, right? Well, also chances are you will get some sort of panic Jeep dump FUD event things out here, okay? So if you have at least this mindset, you sleep like a baby, okay? Now, here's the thing. Unfortunately, it doesn't mean hold forever. No one is immune to the cycles, okay? But it's a day-night cycle. That's what one of the biggest gifts I've given to everyone, especially you watching my channel, YouTube, Twitter, doesn't matter where you are, friends, where you find me, is showing you how this cyclical nature of things, okay, it is real, okay, and how to navigate it because it is a cycle, especially the spotlight FUD cycle, okay. So this is the HOA WPLS chart, so the ratio chart, right? every ecosystem, it has a spotlight turn. That's what I've noticed, especially on PulseChain. So every ecosystem has a spotlight turn, and you don't have this on other chains. On other chains, they don't have ecosystems. They've just got coins, and then when they die, they move to something else. And it's just a lot of pump fund JPEG stuff, okay? So there are like, different communities which are bigger than our ecosystems, but they don't actually have like ecosystem stuff. So I guess we'll see what the meta plays out next year. But it is a sunrise, sunset, day and night cycle, okay? It's cyclical and circular, okay? But you still got to commit. You got to be there. If you're not there, then you never participate in it. Someone comes in and enters the sphere. That's why PulseChain's a blue ocean chain. We don't have too many people competing now. So it's not like we don't have 48 ecosystems and now you got to look at the best 3 or 4, right? We used to have for just like 1 or 2. You had a Chopa, Tangang, then 9-inch as they make more tokens and stuff out here. But then you kind of see what rises to the top, which ones are more sticky. Because it's not just about what me and you like. It's about what other people like. And if you're constantly just going for the new thing, okay, the new thing isn't going to be new in 3 months. What's your strategy then? You see, but the people aren't thinking like that. I'm thinking like that. With everything I touch, friends, I'm like, look, man, sometimes I look at a coin. I'm like, look, maybe it probably goes up in the next 1, 2, 3 days, but like, I don't want to get in something to get out in 24 hours. I don't want to do that, man, because what am I going to put in? Okay, you get in, okay, it doesn't move the needle, right? I'm looking for home runs. Okay, if you start doing this little trading mindset stuff, I know that, there's money going to be thrown around. You'll have to do it next year, but it's just something I'm not going to waste my time on. And because you don't build a $1 million portfolio, friends, taking a 2x at a time. You don't do that, okay? You work up heaps, you disperse your money, you concentrate on a few things, and you wait and see how the cycle goes. That's actually what happens. That's how every single person has ever made. Not every single person, but 99.999%. The LARPers, the frauds on Twitter, a lot of them just have, hey, I'm a really, really profitable trader, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no one cares, bro. Because I see, okay, one of you, how are you helping everybody? You're just coming here to brag about a P&L. Wait, there's no value add here. It's just, I am good at clicking up, down, and you don't know that. Friends, a lot of these people have been turned out to be frauds as well, okay? So you've learned a lot when it comes to these. Also, remember, Pulse itself is 50% below SAC price from 3.5 years ago. So you kind of expect if PulseChain itself can rise above that SAC price, you'll get more optimism still in this triangle thing. Hopefully we come up here and then, yes, there will be a resurgence of mindshare growth and everything out here. So when you see charts like this, and this is a log chart, of course, look, if I don't have positions in these, I get them. This is the time to get in. So that's what you do. Get every single, friends, I've been telling you like every single episode, guys. Go to every single altcoin. There's too many. There's like 50 or 100, okay? You have out there. Start accumulating, okay? By the way, a lot of you already accumulated. You're just waiting for the new repricing thing to happen. But that's what you would be doing, accumulating. And yeah, just to save you from the thousands of questions, I don't know which one moves next. I don't know, okay? I don't play that game. I'm not trying to think about what moves tomorrow. I'm trying to think about what has moved in the next 13 months from today, by December 2025. Okay, that's what I'm thinking about. Okay, so in my mind, I don't care if the line is vertical or if it rounds up and takes 12 to him. I actually don't care, because I've known from the past, if you try to guess that, one, you'll be totally wrong, and number two, you miss out on stuff because there'll be many things that you think go slow, they go fast. And also, you let yourself down because look what happened in PulseChain. Everyone thought it was going to go up vertically. It's still down here after 3.5 years. You see what I mean? So I've already trained myself to do that, and I encourage you to think the same way too. So what comes next, friends? What comes next? Well, if we get another repeat of, look at this, 2017 and 2021, January, February, March, doing big, nice, crazy returns. If we do get a repeat, Ethereum stock price, I'm hoping, man, look, I do believe 7,200 is definitely coming. This one next, I don't know. I still hope that we get this 14K by the next year. That would be nice, right? If Ethereum hits, remember Ethereum is a proxy for the altcoin. So if you're bullish on ETH, you're bullish on literally everything else. That's pretty much what it comes down to. If ETH can get to 7 next year, and then it comes back down to like 4 or 5, and everyone thinks it's over, but then by the end of next year, it's somehow 2x's that 7, and now the Ethereum stock price can go to 14. We have ourselves wave 1, wave 2. Pretty much, we've binked it. We've binked it. So we did get a lovely cycle that didn't diminish returns, but there was a twist. You would have to wait to the end of the year. Do you know, friends, this is what I love. This is the wisdom of the crowd, friends. The wisdom of the crowd. But the crowd, you are trapped. You are trapped, crowd. And I'm here wearing a bull hat, tweaking my nibbles. How are you trapped? You all expect your big gains to come in wave 1. Okay? But no one expects wave 2. No one except me, Uncle Bobby. Me and him are looking after the barbecue. I'll be flipping the kafte and the chicken. Okay? And the lahm as well. Uncle Bobby and the girls are inside. They got Tabuli, they're making the fattoush, they got the tzatziki, then the cute little meza board because everyone's hungry and they're waiting for the barbecue to cook. Okay, so they're all organizing that department. That's 4-year cycle barbecue stuff. Okay, so Uncle Bobby believes in 4-year cycle. It's funny. It's not even just what you believe. It doesn't matter. It's not about that. It's like crowd is really shifted on the idea. They really think they're going to be able to cheat in the next 90 days for a 10x. Actually, 13x from here because we could drop down a bit. Next 90 to 100 days. Well, that leaves next year to have an opening, right? So maybe we do get that. By the way, if Ethereum does get to here, I want to show you. Ethereum stock price hits 14K. This will just be like a basic non-diminishing return, right? So you see this, it did about a 3x from the top. Okay, so if we got around up here, $14,000. See, it would be around the 3x from the top as well. If it hits 14,000, see, 200%. So, yeah, I don't know why. Just something in the universe tells me it's a believer cycle, man. What does believe mean? It's like, well, I'm just holding to the end. It's like, friends, I just see it, man. They're all going to cheat, bro. They're all going to cheat down here. Altcoins are going to be down 50, 60, 70, 80%. They're going to cheat down here. And friends, I already know, I can see in my mind, you know, the hentai, Japanese anime, those like weird loser characters on Twitter who come out and they spit venom and they're just going to say, oh, look at all these retards. They're going to hold for another 4-year bear market. They've learned nothing. They're so greedy. They believe that there's going to be an end of year white swan. I can just see them all coming in. All. And I could just... No respect for these people, friends. They cannot deadlift 1x their body weight. That's how weak they are, okay? So I can see that happening, and it's going to be so crazy to be like, you know what? I still believe in the 4-year cycle. Man, that'd be nuts if that actually plays out. What if we're wrong, though? If we're wrong, it's game over. That's why it's really important to watch the others' BTC ratio. You want to know, Sommi, how do you even navigate this? That's the secret, friends. The secret is the ratio of market-wide altcoins. Okay, if we hit mid next year and this thing is only like down here, I'll be like, bro, we were more expensive in 2021. Why are we down here? This is not expensive, bro. We never hit expensive, okay? And then maybe by the end of next year, we do go expensive. Yeah, that's why. That's the key. That's the key. So it's not an altcoin specific, but it's like market sector-wide specific. That's the most important thing I can tell you. Also, I can tell you that you're my friend. You were my friend in 2022, 2023, 2024. And next year, we're going to confirm friendship as soon as 2025 begins. Like, subscribe, better, and all. Don't forget it loves you. Catch you soon.